Hi friends, Quinn here and welcome to 2024. I hope everyone enjoyed the holiday season and I thought to start off the year, what better way to look back at 2023 and see the top 5 best figures that I've gotten this year. A few disclaimers before we start. I have decided to make 2 rules. One, I didn't want to include any re-releases or any variants. I just wanted to show off the really fresh new figures that released last year. And yeah, that's a given. The figure had to have released in 2023. Those are the 2 rules, so no new releases, all new figures. And yeah, let's start off with number 5. Okay, first up we have Elle or Edu-chan by Pink Charm, and she's on this list because she is my very first Revudo figure. I didn't pick her up on release. I had to get her a little later down the line, still within 2023, and I did have to pay the cost with her aftermarket price, which hurt a little, but in my opinion she was worth every penny. She is what started the Revudo obsession, and now I have like 2 Revudo figures on pre-order. I have one that I'm looking forward to, and I also have the Revudo illustration book as well. I just find that Revudo's art style is very elegant and feminine and girly. And the 2 characters they mainly do, which is Elle and Eve, I think they're really beautiful, and yeah, I just love her little angel wings and her translucent hair with pink gradient. I love her boots. They're so shiny, and as well as her base. I think her base is really creative and matches the character's lore very well. And also her face is very beautiful, very elegant, very dainty. I love the way they've done her eyes. It's just beautiful. This figure is also a cast-off, so it comes with a separate cast-off buddy. I don't like to display my figures that way, but you know, for those that do, it's good to know that there's an option out there. But yeah, she has made it onto my top 5 list. Alright, number 4 on my list is Keqing by Apex. I really got into Genshin this year and I just bought a ton of Genshin figures, and out of all of them, this one is definitely my favorite. I actually received her before I got her in-game, and the way I got her in-game was I was pulling for Kokomi on the Kokomi banner and I lost the 50-50 to Keqing. I was a little salty about it, but over time, Keqing was probably like my strongest character in my team, so this figure means a whole lot more to me now. But besides the sentimental reasons, I do think she is a standalone great figure. I've always loved Keqing's design. The color purple is one of my favorite colors. I love that her hair makes her look like a cat girl. The purple to white tip gradient on her hair is very beautiful. All of her details on her outfit is outstanding. I love all of the little details, all of the little prints. I love all of the little layers on her dress. There's about 3 or 4 layers on her dress, which is beautiful. Besides her base, I do think she is super dynamic and is one of the most dynamic Genshin figures there are out there right now. And yeah, her base with the electro effects is also really beautiful. I love that it starts off as opaque and goes up to a more translucent purple. Just a really stunning figure, and the price I got her for was such a steal as well. If you don't have her in your collection, I highly suggest you do. You are getting more than your money's worth, in my opinion. Yeah. Number 3, I actually haven't shown on my channel yet, but it is the Shoko Komi by Wave figure. She's a 1/7 and she is by Dreamtech and Wave. I guess I already said that. And since I haven't reviewed her on my channel, I do have a little more to say about her rather than just what I like about her. We'll start off with the positives. I love that her face captures the manga and the manga volume she's based off of. It looks exactly like the manga Komi, which I really appreciate. The quality of the figure is very crisp. I don't see any flaws or paint defects in terms of sculpt and the way she's painted. I think her hair sculpt is very beautiful, very detailed. I love the way it's flowing in the wind. Just adds a little more dimension to the figure. I think the way they painted her shoes and her bag is very beautiful. I love how shiny and glossy it is. And I also like that she's big. She's a 1/7, but she's a lot bigger or taller than a lot of my other 1/7 scales. Now, onto the negatives. First negative is unrelated to the quality of the figure, but I feel like I was the last person to receive her. I believe she released in June or July, and I received her in November because I won't name names, but I ordered them from an Australian store, and it just took forever to get to me. It was really annoying. So lesson learned, if I want a figure ASAP, I'm going to get it from Good Smile or Ami Ami. Now, onto the negatives. I feel like a lot of people, including me, were a little disappointed in the color choice for her hair. I know a lot of people received her and they're like, oh, you know, it's not too bad. And I was in that camp as well until I put her next to my Komi Nendoroid and the Komi Bunny, and the difference is just night and day. Like, the Nendoroid and the Bunny have a very similar hair color. It's very accurate in my opinion, whereas this is a little random. I think it's a stylistic choice, and it's a stylistic choice I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. But I think standalone, I don't mind it because I'm not reminded of it, but when next to other Komi figures, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's very different. Another gripe I have with this figure, although the base is beautiful, I do wish the Made in China logo was kind of a little more hidden, because it's just right there and it kind of takes down the figure, in my opinion, makes the figure look a little cheap, or I don't know, it just wasn't thought well enough. And my other gripe with the figure, and this is the most negative part in my opinion, is although you can remove her like this, which is fine, I don't mind that. I don't know why they did that. Can you remove the skirt? You cannot remove the skirt. But I think mine is a little more loose than other people's. So for example, if I were to lift her up from her upper body, the bottom portion is likely to fall, which is not good. But thankfully I hold all of my figures by their bases or their legs like most people. But I did think that would be a worthy note to make. I'm not sure why they did that. I have been thinking about gluing it, but I don't know. For now, I'll just leave it. But negative comments aside, I do really love her. She's the first Komi scale, and I do think her quality is up to par, besides the personal QC issue and the Chinese logo base. Alright, number 2 on my list is the Minato Aqua Super Idol version. Is that what she's called? But she's by Good Smile Company. It is of the Hololive VTuber Minato Aqua. And yeah, this is her idol dress. It's not her default outfit. And she was actually a birthday present to me from my mom back last year in April. So she does mean a lot to me. But on top of that, she is a very, very beautiful figure. I love her hair. I love how dynamic it is with all the swirliness. I love the pink metallic sheen that's on her hair. It's really beautiful. And there are just so many details on her dress. I love all of the creasing and the ruffles on her dress, all of the bows. Her little tiara is adorable. Her hair accessories. The amount of layers on this dress is quite insane, actually. Pink and blue are probably my 2 most favorite colors, and then purple is following that. So seeing this figure is really pleasing to my eyes, very in lane with my aesthetic. And I just think her face is adorable and her pose is very cute and idol-like. One small thing though, she is listed as a 1/7, but she's quite small for a 1/7. I do wish she was you know, a regular size 1/7, but that's just a small complaint. I guess Aqua is just very a small character. And yeah, very happy to have her in my collection. Definitely the favorite Hololive figure I got last year. And now we've come to my number 1 figure of 2023. If you follow me on Instagram or if you interact with me a lot, you will definitely know the answer to this and it would not be a surprise to you at all. But it is, drum roll please, the Shoko Komi quarter scale by Freeing bunny version. I did do a single unboxing of her in my last video, and yeah, if you saw my reaction to that figure, there's no surprise that this is my number 1 favorite for 2023. Do you guys ever imagine like, oh, like, I wish I could design a figure and make it come to life? This was mine. I wanted a quarter scale Komi bunny and I got exactly that, and I think Freeing nailed it. I won't go into too much detail on why I love this figure. I'll just link up the video above and you guys can give that a watch. But she is perfect in every way. I adore her so much, and just the sentimental value just outranks every figure I've received in 2023. Look at her, she's slaying. Anyway, bit of a quick video today. I hope you guys don't mind, and if I seem a little low energy today, it's because this eye has been irritating me all morning and it's been ruining my mood, but I wanted to film anyway. Stay tuned for my next upload. I will be showing off what I have pre-ordered for 2024. That way you guys can see what figures I'll be unboxing and maybe you guys will look forward to it as well. And yeah, I hope 2024 is a great year for figures, and I hope how well it survived this year as well. Let me know down in the comments below what was your favorite figure of 2023, and maybe I'll give them a bit of a rating from like 1 to 10 and I'll let you know what I personally think. But that's all for today. Hope you guys have a great year and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!